Hey there, and welcome to Feature Shelf, a series that provides book recommendations based on theme or title suggestions. May 17th is International Day Against Transphobia and Homophobia, so I thought it would be a great idea for a shelf. I'm the supplier, and this is Feature Shelf number 27. Today's shelf is 5 YA titles that have characters who deal with homophobia or transphobia in some way. Disclaimer: some of these titles will make you angry. Some of these titles make me angry, but that doesn't mean they aren't worth reading and sharing. First up is Shine by Lauren Myracle. Shine is a coming-of-age novel about a 16-year-old Kat who is trying to figure out who is responsible for the hate crime that left her best male friend in a coma. Kat has to battle the intolerance of the members of her small town and some of her own demons before she can find the truth. Second on the shelf is Freaks and Revelations by Davida Wills Herman. Freaks and Revelations is told by two very different narrators. One is a 13-year-old gay teen who has been kicked out of his house and is trying to make it on the street. The other is a 17-year-old who moves from emulating the punk style of the Ramones to hanging out with neo-Nazis. These two stories parallel each other until their violent meeting and reconciliation years later. Third up is Luna by Julian Peters. Luna is told from the point of view of Reagan, whose older brother, Luna, is transgendered. Secretly in her basement bedroom, Luna gets to be who she feels like she is, with some help from Reagan's clothes and makeup. She is ready to show herself to the world, but the world, well, is it ready for her? The last title I have a physical copy of is I Am Jay by Chris Beam. Jay, born Jennifer, feels like he's a boy, and the story is Jay's search for acceptance. I just want to say that many of my graduate students have read this book, and they were surprised with how much they could identify with Jay, even though they're not transgender themselves. Which I think is a testament to how well the character is written. That is, he's dealing with the same things that other teenagers deal with, he just happens to be transgender. The last book on the shelf is one I don't have a physical copy of yet, and it's October Morning, A Song for Matthew Shepard by Leslie Newman. I include this because I remember hearing about what happened to Matthew Shepard when I was a kid, and it's an example of the horrors of homophobia. Matthew Shepard, a 21-year-old college student, was lured from a bar, tied to a fence, and beaten to death. October Morning is a fictionalized account of what happened through narrative poem, and from alternating perspectives, including the fence that he was tied to. Thus endeth this episode of Feature Shelf. I hope you found something that piques your interest. If not, you can request your own Feature Shelf by leaving a comment here, or by sending me an email through the contact page at thebooksupplier.com. Thanks for watching Feature Shelf number 27, the Homophobia and Transphobia Awareness Edition. I am the supplier, wishing you happy reading. Don't forget to be awesome.